Breaking news this evening as 4 people, including 2 children, are dead in Lithopolis. Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us. First at 4, I'm Jamie Ostroff. Brad and Jen have the night off. The Fairfield County Sheriff's Office is investigating this case as a triple murder-suicide. They are working in the area of Westview Terrace, and that is where NBC4's Karina Chung is standing by live. She has been talking to authorities. So what is the latest on this tragedy?
Well, Jamie, authorities were here for several hours today. This entire roadway was blocked off, and they were going in and out of that gray home up there. Fairfield County Sheriff Alex Lape identified the victims this afternoon. The sheriff says 30-year-old Joseph Anderson killed 29-year-old Kiara Anderson, 5-year-old Joseph Anderson Jr., and 2-year-old Jeffrey Anderson, and then killed himself. We received a copy of the 911 call, which alerted dispatchers to trouble at the house. A woman said Joe Anderson called and texted her while she was at work, telling her to call 911. She said Anderson also texted her saying he, quote, snapped. We looked up both Kiara and Joseph's names in the Fairfield County court system. We found no arrest records or case records involving domestic abuse. Now, the sheriff has not gone on camera with us at this time to talk about this investigation. Local for you in Lithopolis, I'm Karina Chung, NBC4.
This is insane, man. But what do we see here? What do we see here? Do we see a black man doing this? No, we see a white man doing this to his black woman. Again, what are the swirlers going to say about this? The divestment community, the ones that crap on black men and act like other ethnic groups do not do any heinous acts to their own women or women of other ethnic groups. Okay. In the wake of the tragic incident, Lithopolis Police Chief Jay Barton wants community members to know we are all in this together. To be honest with you, domestic violence during the holidays is nothing new. It really isn't. No matter the ethnic group. All right. People usually snap during the holidays. Sad to say. Lithopolis, Ohio, an Ohio police chief issued an important reminder to community members one day after an apparent murder-suicide in Fairfield County that left a family of 4 dead. Days before the holiday weekend, a memorial grows outside a Lithopolis home where 29-year-old Kiara Anderson and 30-year-old Joseph Anderson, as well as their 2 kids, 5-year-old Joseph Anderson Jr. and 2-year-old Jeffrey Anderson, were both found shot dead. 5 and 2 years old? 5 and 2 years old. Really? Mental health is not a joke. Mental health is not a joke. Fairfield County Sheriff Alex Lape confirmed the incident is being investigated as a murder-suicide, adding it appears the mother and kids were intentionally killed and Joseph is believed to have taken his own life. In the wake of the tragic incident, the Lithopolis Police Chief Jay Barton shared a statement, "We're all in this together. Though the circumstances surrounding the tragedy are still under investigation," Barton said he feels it's necessary to remind those struggling with issues related to mental health that they need to get help out and need to get help, and help is out there. Please don't hesitate to ask for it. Barton's statement to the Lithopolis community reads in part, "Seeking help is not a sign of weakness, and there should be no shame or stigma attached." Barton thanked the responding agencies as well as the dispatchers who handled Wednesday's calls. Additionally, he asked for community members to keep the family of those involved in their thoughts. I have personally spoken with some of the family members, and one of the toughest parts of this job is telling someone that their loved one is gone, Barton said. They are grieving. This community is grieving. Sheriff Lape said officials were alerted to the shooting after Joseph reportedly called someone and admitted that what he had done. Investigators said deputies had no previous calls to the address and authorities had no prior contact with the family. According to Lape, family members are coming to Lithopolis from out of town and out of state. While the investigation continues and the healing process begins, Barton had a reminder for all impacted by the tragic loss. Look out for each other, Sir Barton, if you know someone is struggling, reach out your hand. If you are struggling, take someone else's hand. It may sound cliche, but we're all in this together. Married life is not a joke. It could, paying bills, providing for a whole household if you're the provider. So it could be stressful, but there's help out there. There's help out there. But once again, you don't see many of the divestment community talking about this. You don't see them opening their mouth. Like I said, this is another story of, judging a person by their character, not their skin color. We don't know what is going on. What was going on with this family? We don't. It's sad and it's tragic. It really is. Fortunately, this is not gonna be something that goes away. You will have families doing this, unfortunately, to each other. And it's just not black men doing this. You have other ethnic groups doing this too, unfortunately. Unfortunately. All right. Let me know what you think in the comments. Anything about this channel you want to know about is in the description box. Later.